Maimer Vzos habrocho daf tzadik zayin nemudalad mizmor shir Chanukas habayis. It says when the Eibishter wanted to create the world, the Malachim came and said, "Why are you creating the world? Why are you creating the world?" The shamas are, the people are in a very low level. And then afterwards, when it came time when the people sinned, the Malachim said, "You see, we said we shouldn't create a person." And then afterwards, they were giving Torah to Yisrael. They didn't get the Torah, and the Malachim were quiet. They said that it was wrong. But then after they did the Chet HaEgel, and then the Malachim says, "You see, we were right." And then afterwards it continues on that when the Mishkan came, then they were quiet. They couldn't say anything. And similar to that in Beis HaMikdash, when the Beis HaMikdash was built, the Malachim, the angels, had to admit that they were wrong, and that it was good that a person was created, because it was able to bring godliness to the world. And this is what the pasuk says: "V'lo simachta ovei li." You did not make my enemy happy against me. In other words, you did not make my enemies rejoice. You made it that I should be happy and my enemies are not. The enemies refer, so to say, to the angels that were against creation of a person. And what exactly is the explanation of all of this medrash and explaining this pasuk about the song of Chanukas habayis, the day of when we're rejoicing of building Beis HaMikdash? What exactly does that mean? Its explanation is as follows. It says that the songs of the angels, it explains in different places in the Nevi'im, the prophets talk about the songs of the angels, but we don't see anywhere the songs of the neshamas, of the souls. An explanation for that is because the angels, though they're very high level and they're very spiritual, but nevertheless they have a body and a soul. The body is very high, is a spiritual, but nevertheless it's a body. And since there's a body and a soul, therefore the song can be heard by the prophet, and the prophet can talk and say about what he heard from the songs of the angels. But the songs of the souls, when they're not in the physical bodies, that a Navi, a prophet, cannot talk about because it cannot be heard because it's such a high level. It's completely disconnected from this world, and completely very high level that cannot be understood and be contained by a human. And similar to that, also by sight, we're talking about the concept of seeing the malachim. The prophet can see angels. This is only about angels, but the neshamas, they're not enclosed in body, that cannot be seen whatsoever. Now, the malachim knew very high level that the souls have, but that's the souls the way they are by themselves. But they said, a soul coming to this physical world, what is the purpose of that? If you want to give the Torah to a soul's inside body, we can give it to us. We are in body, and we're a soul, in very spiritual level. Give the Torah to us, and the Torah will be fulfilled in a spiritual level. But Hashem said, no, it has to be in the physical body. And for that they said, in the physical body, the souls in physical body, we are much greater than that. And therefore, there's no purpose of creating a person. However, when the Beis HaMikdash was created and godliness was brought to this world, you saw that only a soul which is very high level, which was created from the inner desire of Hashem, can come all the way down to the physical world and accomplish what he wants to accomplish, something that angels cannot accomplish. And this can only be accomplished and come through once the neshama comes into a body. And Beis HaMikdash, in the physical world, we have a Beis HaMikdash, then we can accomplish it. And in time that we don't have Beis HaMikdash, so then we have the shuls and the Beis Medrash, a place of learning. It's like the same concept as the Beis HaMikdash, a place of godliness come to the world. We'll continue with Hashem tomorrow.